right, let's do it. Yeah, let's do it. So, hey there, everyone. Hello. It's Sadie from allnaturalme.com. I'm Sadie. Today we're talking about purpose. I know what I am here to do. Maybe, right? Sometimes we know what we're here to do, and sometimes we don't know what we're here to do. But if you're following your heart and your passion and your bliss, you're always on the path to doing what you're supposed to do. So even though sometimes I'm like, well, I'm not even really sure if I know what I'm doing here. Yeah, you do. You're doing what you should be doing. Oh my gosh, I might have to take this down, you guys. I am still kind of like in my morning routine. So we'll just pull Sadie together here. There we go. We'll just go for a lower bun. Not that the side queen thing wasn't great, but so we're going to talk about purpose. We're going to talk about how to. I could hear you up there. Good job. We're going to talk about purpose. If there's a blockage with that, maybe we can try to brainstorm some things that we can do to get that clarity, right? Get that trust and that faith, and just saying, hey, you know what? I know I'm on my path, right? Because I'm following my heart. I'm doing things that I love, doing things that feel good. So that's my purpose. So that's going to be the topic for today's broadcast. We're going to pull a friend. These have been great. This is how we've been starting our broadcast with story time with Sadie. So we're going to do that. And then we're going to pull from the Ganesha deck. He has a lot to say about being driven, your purpose, following your heart, staying focused, getting that clarity. So I thought Ganesha would be cool today. Then I was sort of thinking, well, you know, like a lot of our purpose here is to be here for nature, to be here for the animals, for the trees. So we're going to do a soul tree. And then because all purpose should be done with and for love, we're going to finish with a whispers of love, which these are really pretty cards, but they're short. They're short and sweet, the way they should be. All right, so that's our lineup today. It's all about purpose. So feel free to hang out. Feel free to wonder what the purpose of my hair is. I know what I am here to do. I am here to shine light. I am here to speak truth. I am here to anchor in frequencies. I am here to be creative. I am here for this. They're here for that. You could fill in the blank with so many different things, right? Like, what are we here to do? Oh my gosh, this camera is way too good. All right, so purpose. I need to go back to that crappy camera. I can hide behind that. A lot of times, like, people now are waking up like for so long, they didn't really feel the need to reach out or to do anything specific, but now they are waking up with this purpose of shining light and connecting humanity. So I think it's beautiful. I think you guys are beautiful, and I hope everybody's doing well. Let me just edit this a little bit. There we go. So here's our mandala. It's gorgeous. It's so cool, actually. Like, there's so many purples and aqua blues and gold. Definitely gold. I don't know what it would remind you of specifically. Like, to me, it sort of has like an ocean beach kind of feel. Something about a seashell. I don't know. Something reminds me about, like, those could be little shells. Oh, maybe it's the starfish thing in the center. Yeah, that's probably what my brain is picking up on, the starfish thing. So anyways, purpose. I know what I am here to do. So you have been chosen to reincarnate on Earth for one major goal: to express love in all that you do. to express love in all that you do. Does that sound too simple, too easy? Because for a lot of people, there isn't actually anything that you have to do. You just need to be here, right? Hi, Katie Moore. You just need to be here and shine your light and be love. So we're talking about purpose today. We have all incarnated to express love in all that you do. So the physical dimension, right? There's lots of obstacles that can distract us. I don't know if you've noticed. They can distract us from that goal, and it's easy to lose our way and get sidetracked from expressing love. Life on earth is full of obligations that require your conscious attention, but that doesn't mean, hi, Angela, that doesn't mean that you can't infuse all of your decisions with caring and compassion. So it's true. Like, even if we're busy, even if we got this going on, got that going on, we can still make it a point to do everything that we want to do with love and compassion, right? Be caring regardless of what you're doing. So listen up to this. Can you guys hear me okay? Just sound check. Sound check. We already got the hair check going on. We are not passing that check at all today. Your purpose is not your career. Your purpose is not your career. Rather, your career is guided by your purpose. Thank you. So we're not what we do, but our purpose can guide us to the things that we do. Oh, I love it when I say do in my broadcast. What we do. Yeah. So the question is, what activities speak to your soul? Oh, I'm going to make you sit with it for a minute. Me too. What activities speak to your soul? What brings you joy? So in my broadcast, I don't know if you've noticed, but I ask a ton of questions, right? Contemplation questions, just reflective questions. Now try this, another stinking question, right? Like, I'm constantly harassing you with questions, because when you're making a deliberate, you're making it deliberate to think about something. You're not just letting yourself become automatic and distracted. Okay, that's what happens to humans. They got stuff going on. Oh, there's a TV. Oh, there's this. Oh, there's that. There's my phone. You're just distracted all the time. Okay, I'm saying you, and I'm pointing back at me, right? 3 fingers back at me. So we get into the habit of not thinking, not asking ourselves these really important questions, because we're too busy getting this done, finishing this project, watching this show. So these questions, they are good questions. Yeah. They're important to get you into that self-reflective mode, so you can keep going back within, right? And keep connecting to your soul. So what activities speak to your soul? What brings you joy? That is the direction your soul is calling you. It's calling you toward to best convey your own unique expression of love and make a contribution to the world. So the stuff that makes us happy, that we're excited about, that's what our soul keeps saying, that yeah, that's it. Do that, right? That's what you're going to add the most to, what you're good at. I mean, unfortunately, in society, we send kids to school and we make them do everything. So they just become, at best, mediocre at everything and never really super good at anything. They can just kind of do everything a little bit. Whereas in a lot of other star nations, you do what you're good at. Like if you do what you love, you do what you're going to pour the most energy and passion into, right? You don't try to be the master of all trades, right? The jack of all trades, because that isn't really worth jack, right? You focus, you specialize. That's what genius is, right? Getting really good at something you practice, right? Specialization. So that's what your soul is trying to tell you. Don't try to get it all done, okay? Do what you really sparks within you. Your purpose is that which makes you happy and excited and joyful. And you can't listen to society or they'll just talk you out about it. They'll just tell you it's ridiculous that you want to do that. But really, that's what your soul's saying. Yeah, you should do that. Yeah, the taking the less resistant path, right? Focusing, specializing, and letting yourself be guided by spirit and your soul and your own intuition. So if you are not happy with your current circumstances, then that is your soul telling you that there is a better way to manifest your own distinct gifts. So, purpose is telling you to listen to your intuition. It is your connection to spirit and the voice of your soul. So, your intuition, it is so, you should prioritize your intuition at this point, because your logical programmed brain is going to tell you that you have to just sort of be able to do a little bit of this and a little bit of that. Oh, I can't spend all my time drawing, right? I should watch out for that should word, because that's just guilt. And there's a whole lot of strings attached with the word should. I should be doing this right now instead of following your intuition and your heart and your soul's guidance. So anyways, that's the topic today. You know it. We're going to touch back on it. But like I said, the shadow clearing work, if you're having trouble finding your purpose or feeling your purpose, you got to clear that up. Why are you listening to society? Why are you not listening to your intuition? Maybe you've never really sat down and allowed yourself to think about the question, what makes me happy? Like, what makes me happy? So that would be the shadow clearing work for you to do on purpose. If you're like, I don't know what my purpose is. Well, here's a tidbit for you. You're on your path. You can't ever get off your path. So you're on the path to your purpose regardless. And if you're doing all things with love, then you're fulfilling your purpose. Maybe it is just that simple. All right, so let's pull ourselves a friend. Let's pull ourselves a wisdom keeper. They will certainly give us something more to chew on, don't they? Oh my gosh. So how's everybody doing? Please tell me what's current in your life. Aiden's feeling a lot better, Angela. Thank you for asking. I guess we just had to pay all those copays. then magically you feel better. But he's working on a few things and he'll be all right. He'll be fine. That's a relief to any mother to hear. So here we go. So I'm going to pull us a friend. Okay, I guess we're going to stop there. All right, so that's our friend. Let me put the rest of the friends back. They're so long. I have to hurry up and shove them back in the box before I see the bottom card. And then I'm like, oh my God, we got to do the bottom card too. So everybody's good. You just feel like you need to break free. Like, I just need a break from everything. From everything, huh? All right. So, this is cool, you guys. Number 23, simplicity. So it's cool to me because I was just saying, how simple, look at me hiding behind her, so maybe it'll focus in. No creep here. Nobody's being a creep over here. I was just saying, like, doing all things with love, incarnating love, that could be our purpose. Or is that too simple for us? And which friend do we pull? Number 23, simplicity. I know we're in competition, girl. Yeah, she's precious. She's smelling a flower. She's got lots of spirals on her cheeks. It looks like fish on her brow and her lid. There's like 2 lines of fish, a lot of checkered patterns, swirls, all types of patterns and designs. And I like the background colors, the blues and the purples. Like, it's kind of cool. Like, I guess we're having a blue and purple day. And then there's Sadie being a creep on the side. So yeah, you know what? We need to laugh more, you guys. We really do. I'm gonna dry my hair during my broadcast. Forgive me. Yeah, we need to laugh more. We need to be more joyful. We need to not take things so seriously, right? We need to do what we came here to do, which is incarnate love, anchor love light, and raise the frequency of the planet. Okay, so get yourself into that good place. So you're saying you feel chained to your work and you feel like everything is holding me back and you need a vacation or something. Well, what do we just say? That's your soul telling you, right? Let me repeat that last sentence. Let me just take a step back. If you are not happy with your current circumstances, then that is your soul telling you that there is a better way to manifest your own distinct gifts. So listen to your intuition. It is your connection to spirit and the voice of your soul. I know, like, it's like, okay, so I get it. There's a better way. Now, what is it? So you got to be quiet and go within and be open to spirit bringing you options. Yeah, say the affirmation I would probably use is like, I wake up and I would say, like, I am open to spirit bringing me a better way to manifest my gifts. So if you love simplicity, you will manifest it around you. So if you feel like it's too chaotic, right? Your life is too chaotic. Start loving simplicity. If you love simplicity, you will manifest it around you. So she's going to talk to us today about simplicity. The shadow that she wants to talk about is complexity. You're welcome. And the siddhi is a word I will have to look up. Quintessence. Seriously, I should probably grab that little mini dictionary and keep it on my desk for my broadcasts, like, because I often need it. Quintessence. Well, we'll see if they even say that word, but that idea is in here. You like that? Good. Write it down. Say it every day. Yeah, I'm telling you what. This is great, this broadcast, because purpose is something, and I don't want to use the word that harasses us all, but like, kind of, haven't you been harassed a little bit, like with this past 6 months with like, what are my gifts? What are my purpose? What am I supposed to be doing here? What can I do to help? I wish there was something more, like, right? Like, what is my purpose? What am I supposed to be doing? When we settle down and really start loving simplicity and start loving the simple notion that, in fact, our true purpose is just to be love, then we can settle down and we can just start doing everything we do with love, even our crappy jobs that chain us down. Start doing that with love, right? Because you really can't walk away from it when you're hating it. Because 1, you're connected to it strongly, and 2, you'll just attract another job that you hate. So if the best thing to do is start loving it, your job, love everything, right? Everything that's holding you back, start loving it and just start loving simplicity. All right, you guys, here's my wisdom story today. Let me get cozy. I got a blanket across me. Story time with Sadie. Okay, here we go. My parents were servants of the upper class. To survive, they learned to be invisible and quiet, but not me. My mother said I was born with the urge to speak my mind, and nothing made me more uncomfortable than silence. So I made it my business to fill up my mind so I could fill up the holes in our conversation. As a young woman, my mind raced with knowledge, facts, quotes, and theories, and my mouth spouted out complicated explanations I assumed everyone knew. I spouted out complicated explanations for just about everything. I offered the truth wherever I went. And I assumed everyone knew what I meant, like they were inside my head. I had no idea that I often said the wrong thing at the wrong time, or that no one felt they could get a straight answer out of me. Until once, a cousin of mine got honest. She said she was tired of being talked at, and that what I said was so scattered and fragmented, she could barely understand me. She said that my words were actually hurting people. I felt shocked and ashamed. But I also woke up and started listening. For the first time in my life, I slowed down just enough to hear my parents' story and just how painfully silenced they'd been their whole lives. I also realized that deep down in their pain and anger, that their pain and anger lived in me. All that time, I'd been carrying around a fear of being silenced and of being seen as dumb and ignorant. Now, there are a few things I love more than silence and simplicity. My home is as uncluttered as my mind. I read that wrong. Now, there are few things that I love more than silence and simplicity. So I love silence and simplicity most of all. My home is as uncluttered as my mind. Problems naturally dissolve when I'm around. Things that seem difficult become easy. When I listen deeply and to all of life. I prefer to go days without talking. But when I do use my voice, I wait for the right moment. I get to the point and speak from the heart. All right, so my gift to you. Do you want to be happy? I'm here to encourage you to keep it simple and to slow it all down. You don't have to solve every problem. Find the clutter in your mind and your environment, and then let it all go. Notice how much more relaxed your body becomes when you release yourself from having to figure it all out. I invite you to trust that life has its own way of dissolving knots. Imagine yourself up above life, looking down. How many of the things you fret about truly need fretting? Drop into a deeper stillness. Go for a walk. Smell the flowers. Listen to the breeze. And while you listen, breathe deep into your belly. And remind yourself that you don't have to have it all sorted out in your head. Try accepting the moment exactly as it is and see what happens. Beneath what you think is what you truly know. Let your knowing, gentle heart lead the way towards luscious simplicity. Okay, so yeah, Katie's saying, I love this card, definitely needed this. Yeah, a reminder as we're freaking out about our purpose and how we can figure out our life and how we can save the world and how we can help the planet ascend and how can we figure it all out. Simplicity is coming in to say, please slow down. And connect with what truly needs to be connected with. That's what Purpose was saying too. Connect with your heart space, your intuition. Let yourself be guided by heart and spirit and soul. So when we do slow down and we do embrace simplicity, that puts us in the right mindset to understand that what we've been freaking out about, we probably don't need to. We don't have to figure it all out. What we need to do is, yes, Katie, stop, breathe, listen, and become the expression of love. That is our purpose. Yes. All right. So she only has 4 little bullets here with questions. Of course, there's like 2 questions to each bullet. So here's her questions for contemplation. So let's just be reflective. That gets us focused inward. Do you tend to get tongue-tied out of fear or talk too much or say the wrong thing? So do you ever get in that position where you say the wrong thing or you talk too much or you're like tongue-tied out of some type of fear? SBL. Good one. Stop, breathe, and listen. Instead of stop, drop, and roll. Yeah. It's cute. So maybe this applies to you. Have you learned to remain silent even though you have something to say? Do you rarely share what you're truly feeling and thinking? Sure. Sometimes I do because it's easier just to stand there and be quiet instead of engage. But I think the question's asking, is it something deeper than that, why you might do that? Tongue-tied, I have a problem communicating. Right, you're just too much at once or something. So these are just questions for contemplation. I'm not sure where they're going quite yet. Hi, Rex. So where are you making your life more complicated than it needs to be? So this one I would be honest about. Where in my life am I making it more complicated than it needs to be? Where is your life calling out for greater simplicity? So this is kind of what this card is asking you. Where could you use more simplicity? Is it actually in your home or is it in your mind? Probably both, right? Where do I need more simplicity? First step is identifying it, right? So last one, pick an area of your life in need of decluttering. Commit to releasing something this week. Okay, now listen. This decluttering, you could release a thought, a feeling, an object, a relationship. So think about something that needs decluttered, okay? And truly, that could involve a belief system, like something that you can release. You get to pick, but commit to releasing something this week. Okay, and just see how you can invite simplicity. And just to repeat it one more time, it was so beautiful. If you love simplicity, you will manifest it around you. So that in itself is another beautiful reminder. Be mindful of what you're focusing on. What you put your attention on is what you manifest. So if you're constantly putting your focus and attention on chaos and all the complications in your life and all the drama and all this chatter, that's what you bring around you, right? So we need to start loving simplicity. We need to start loving love. We need to start loving connection and creativity. We need to start loving the things that we want around us. So if you love simplicity, you will manifest it around you. All right, so that was sweet. Ganesha, I don't even know if we need you today. There, I just want to prompt him to bring out his best. We'll see. We'll see what Ganesha has to say after simplicity. Simplicity simply hit the nail on the head for me, right? When we get confused about our purpose, it's because we're bringing that confusion to the table. We're making it too complicated. We're thinking about our purpose, wondering about our purpose, and making it more complicated than it needs to be. Yep, Ganesha, here we go. I'm so glad you guys are here. Katie just says, you know what image just came to mind? The part in Pocahontas when she stops and closes her eyes and the leaves and wind swirl around her. Oh, that's sweet. Yeah, we need to be in nature as much as we can be. We need to listen to the breeze. Okay. And Ganesha is coming through with understanding. Understanding. And Ganesha has a really funny sense of humor, you guys. On the bottom is the throat chakra, I believe, with be candid. Is that funny? That's funny to me because she just was like running at the mouth all the time, like spitting out facts and this and that. And she was like a total hyper scatterbrain. I mean, she didn't say those words, but I'm going to for her, right? And she had to learn to get that in check. And now when she speaks from the heart, and she makes the most of it, right? Instead of running at the mouth all the time, when she speaks, people will listen now because it's not just a constant blah, 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 blah. So I love that. This is on the bottom. So we will honor the bottom card today. I feel like we have to. And understanding. So I can't remember which card was it. Simplicity. She said, underneath what you think lies what you know. Okay. So understanding. Underneath, I have a big elephant eye. Underneath what my brain is always thinking is actually what I actually know, what I actually understand. So number 13, understanding. Can't walk away from these two Ganesha cards. See, I knew I had to look at the bottom though. Big, beautiful. It's so glary because these cards are so shiny and so pretty. Elephant eye. Clear vision is the gift of seeing with not only your physical eyes, but also with your spiritual eyes. So clear vision is not just seeing with my eyeballs, but also with my intuition. The eye of Ganesha symbolizes the state of grace that is reached through your willingness to do your spiritual work in this lifetime. If that's not purpose, I don't know what is. Your willingness to do your spiritual work in this lifetime. Right? As you focus on your life lessons, you reclaim the true meaning of your being. You have the talent and determination to continue on this course before you. The I holds the key to your higher consciousness and your gift of awareness. Look for the deeper meaning in ordinary experiences. Okay, look for the deeper meaning in things. You have to work on being more observant. Remember to live in balance with your physical and your spiritual bodies. So Ganesha is suggesting that we take the time to look at our current circumstances from a different perspective. Free yourself from limiting thoughts and beliefs. So earlier you mentioned you just feel like you want to be free, right? We want a little freedom. The freedom we are looking for is freedom from our limiting thoughts and our limiting belief systems. So you are receiving an opportunity to move beyond your past. Accept that the fear from the past, and even as you move forward, serves a greater purpose. Imagine yourself soaring above. Another suggestion for us to look from above. Soaring above this current situation and gaining a greater perspective. It is your ability to rise above the conditions that will benefit you and assist you in flourishing. I know, and we just got our second suggestion for us to look at things from a higher perspective. Ganesha asks that you give yourself permission to be free in order to attain the joy that your heart desires. So, wow. So purpose is saying follow your heart, but shadow clearing work wants us to ask, well, what if I can't? What if I'm having trouble with that? So Ganesha comes in and says, okay, you have to give yourself permission to be free in order to follow your heart, in order to attain the joy that your heart desires, right? So there is shadow clearing work to be done with this topic of purpose. And if it is our fears that are holding us back, then we need to, one, see the gift in those fears, okay? Understand that they do help us towards our greater purpose. And then we need to get above and see that greater perspective, right? See that we're making it more chaotic and complicated than it needs to be. And then give ourselves permission to be free in order to attain the joy that our heart desires. And once we do that, then we'll be able to use our intuition and listen to our heart and follow our joy. And then we will be serving our purpose. Cool. Yeah. So then on the bottom, because Ganesha is funny, he says, yo, I ain't missing that chance to talk about the throat chakra, right? She had to get hers in check and learn how to use it in a beautiful way, which she did. So Be Candid comes through saying it is essential to express your truth, even at the risk of standing out. Okay, so you don't want to let that fear hold you back and tongue tie you, right? Twist you all up. Can't even talk, right? So that's what Ganesha wants. He wants to broaden on about that. Katie says, this is a great broadcast. I'm loving the cards and their messages. Me too. Me too. Whew. So the situation at hand is asking you to express your thoughts. In the past, you have tried to maintain peace by staying quiet or swallowing your words. Have faith that open and honest communication can bring resolution to the situation. That's funny because last night I pulled myself Mercury, which is open communication. And I guess there is still a few points in my life where I do bite that tongue, right? I just don't say what I think I should say because I want to let go of the need to be right. But I guess I better check and make sure that, yeah, Ganesh is super funny today. I guess we have to keep ourselves in check. Are we withholding truth? Okay, so anyways, if you are not sure where you stand, wait, that's what I just said. If you are not sure where you stand, ask. Since this card is about communication, it may indicate someone's words have created a moment of clarity. Be willing to communicate your concerns clearly. Remember to be open to others' views or arguments. Do you really, Katie? That's so funny. He's cute. Let your emotions flow without trying to block them. Okay? So let your emotions flow without trying to block them while looking at decisions and solutions. So Ganesha, I know, look how beautiful he is. I'm going to take a picture of this and put it on All Natural Me. Of course, I do that. But yeah, this is a beautiful card. So Ganesha prompts us to be wary of coming across as rough or uncaring when we communicate our concerns and ideas, okay? So keep yourself in check. Don't be too rough. Don't be too harsh. Before you express yourself, take a deep breath and think about what you are going to say. Okay? Think before you talk. Convey your thoughts in an understandable, brief, and well thought out manner. So this is the color teal. Teal represents the throat chakra, which represents both speaking and listening. Okay, the throat chakra isn't just about talking, it's also about listening. The throat chakra is the gateway for the higher spiritual realms. When your throat chakra is activated and balanced, there is a diminished chance of miscommunication and misunderstandings. You are able to express yourself as a spiritual being. You are a good communicator, speaking honestly and from the heart, as well as being a good listener. You are able to ask for what you want and what you need from others. You are able to express yourself individually and creatively. And I do love that there's teal in our purpose mandala. So we do have like a color theme going on today. Your relationships are based on truthful communication and true intimacy. So this card invites you to create emotional balance and stability in your life. Okay, so how does that sound? Emotional balance, stability, simplicity, understanding, purpose. Sounds good to me, you guys. Sounds really good to me. So cool. We have a lot of work to do, getting balanced and simple. Is that like an oxymoron? We have a lot of work to do, getting grounded and balanced and simple in heart space. No, the work to do is releasing the mind clutter, right? Releasing the miscommunication, releasing all the stuff that is not serving us. Holy moly, I feel like all the messages have been so rich. Like, how do I need anything from this, from anything else? But hey, I can't put a deck back, you guys. Once I put the deck on the desk, I got to pull from it. So we're going to pull a soul tree here. We'll do a top and bottom and see how that works for us. Do you have any like looming questions right now? Right, that the soul trees could come in and ask them. I sort of feel like we just got some serious reminders. I don't know how I like that one about the communication one. I'll be honest. If I am being honest and communicating clearly, I don't know if I really like being told that I need to communicate clearly. Right? I don't know what I think about that. I'm going to have to let that go. All right, here we go. Soul trees. The other reason why I picked this deck is, the tree sisters that I've been supporting and promoting and that we donate to every month. Their purpose is trees, right? Their purpose is to plant more trees, to give back to the earth. And that's what they've come to know their purposes, and so many people resonate with that. So that's another reason why I picked this deck today, for the standing ones, literally, being their protectors, and also learning how to communicate with the trees. They do have messages for us. So we've got purpose and understanding, and I'm going to go with that card. And purpose, right? Is that what I said? And what comes through? Passion. Because that's what purpose essentially is. Following our joy, following our bliss, following our passion. If it's confusing to you, like, I don't know what my purpose is, then the other question is, what is my passion? What's your passion? That's your purpose. It's like the same damn thing, right? So passion comes through, it sticks right up. Now all of my decks have a sense of humor. On the bottom of the deck is stuck. So if you're feeling stuck in your life, and this can be taken whichever way it needs to for you. If you feel stuck in your job, if you feel stuck in your relationship, if you feel stuck in oh my God, I've done all this shadow clearing work, and yet I still have this clutter in my mind. I still have a few limiting belief systems, right? Just feeling a little stuck, right? So it's coming through to just kind of, one, be funny, I think. And two, saying, yeah, well, don't forget, this is a shadow clearing episode. You need to figure out what's stuck, why. And it usually goes back to a fear. Okay, we almost can guarantee that now that we've done so many of these. If there's something that isn't flowing or you're holding back, $5 says it goes back to fear. Right? If you don't have passion in your life, in your relationships, probably it's stuck because of some type of fear or some type of unhealed spiritual wound. And so it's coming through with passion. So it's like, if your passion is stuck, if your passion is not flowing, that could be what's hindering you from connecting with your intuition and your heart space and ultimately your purpose. So I like the cards today, you guys, for sure. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm going to put those on there. It's cute. Gratitude just slipped out real quick just to say hi. And also to be funny, because isn't it teal? Yeah. So more about the throat chakra, just coming in to really drive that home for me personally. And just to feel thankful. Yeah, I do feel the gratitude, Soul Tree. I do feel the gratitude for all the messages, for all the patience. I feel the patience today that's around me, like with our guides and with the whole process of our life, right? Like I do feel this divine patience all the time with us, as we just take the long way around sometimes. We make things more complicated than they need to be. These messages today are cracking me up. Okay, you guys, we're gonna finish with some love, because let's not forget the most simplest explanation of purpose is doing what you love, doing all things with love. Everything that you do it with kindness and compassion and from a place of caring. Okay, so I definitely wanted to finish with love to remind us that that's what it's all about. That's what it's all about. It's about love. You are love. You are love. You're made of love. That's what God is. God is love. So be love. That's your purpose. You big dummy. Talk about somebody who needs a break, Katie. Okay, so we're going to do love, and then we'll finish up with our intention and our ending story thing from Joy and Sorrow. I have no break in sight, you guys. So that is why I am definitely going to keep embracing simplicity and keep following my passion and keep living a life of gratitude. 100%. So let's just see what else love has to say for us. These cards are so pretty. So pretty. And I love you guys. Thank you for being here. Yeah, that passion tree is on fire. Yeah, it really is gorgeous with the hot pink and the orange, red, yellow. I mean, you feel the energy coming off of that card for sure. So these cards are all about love. But we are talking about passion. We did have to talk about communication. Ugh. And feeling gratitude and all that beautiful stuff. I love you. That's what I stopped on. I love you. I love you. These are very important words. I love you. I love you. And then on the bottom, you guys, I know it stopped me right in my tracks, didn't it? And then on the bottom, it's a message of service. Do something for someone else. Give your attention to someone else. So obviously there's me and my rabbit, one of my rabbits. But this connects us to our broadcast on Tuesday, that it's time to serve others. They are us. It's not us and them anymore, you guys. When we help someone else, we're essentially helping ourselves, because we're all connected. And people need help. People need uplifted. People need someone to be kind to them. We need to live our life as examples, by example, right? So we need to live a loving, caring, compassionate life, helping other people, right? I love you. I love you. Letting people know, and if this looks familiar, it's because that's the back of the card. Letting people know that they are loved. They are loved, and they are loved. So that's why I'm always saying to myself, be love. Just be it. Be the embodiment of love. That's what you are. That's what you came here to do. That's your purpose, right? That's your purpose. So the card that I stopped on is I love you. I love you. It's number 20. These are very important words. Whether you say this, I guess it doesn't matter which way I put it. It's the same picture. Whether you say I love you to a pet, to a friend, to sadie@allnaturalme.com, to your partner, or to yourself. These are the most important words that you can say. Don't hold these words in like it will take away from their importance. Be willing to say I love you often and freely. Say it all the damn time. Right? Don't hold back. Right? I learned that with my children. Like, you really can't tell them enough. Right? If when they grow up and they think back at me and the only thing they can really remember me saying, they'll remember two things, hopefully. I love you and brush your teeth. That's like pretty much the only thing I ever say to my kids. And I hope that I tell them, I love you more than brush your teeth, right? So I love you. I love you. I love you. And service, we haven't forgot about our message of service. Do something for someone else. Give your attention to someone else. I love you. When we focus on doing something kind for someone else, we create an opportunity for our relationships to be re-energized. What can you do today to be considerate towards someone in your life? Small things can have a big impact. Imagine how amazing your life will be if you give emphasis to do kind, loving things for others. So imagine how amazing your life can be when you wake up every day with a purpose of helping someone, of helping an animal, of being kind and compassionate, right? It's simple. It's a really simple life purpose. And it works out to having an amazing life because your life is full of love. So these messages, thank you, thank you, thank you. I am definitely feeling the gratitude. Trees slipped out a third card. They're so tricky. I'm definitely feeling the gratitude and all the beautiful reminders and all the teal, all the beautiful colors coming through today that are also reminders for us to live in our heart space, right? To speak truth, to be simple, right? To live with our purpose of being kind. So thank you so much for joining me, everybody. We are going to end now with an intention from the language of letting go. All this decluttering of our thoughts and our limiting belief systems. You guys, we're almost done. We're almost perfect. Check that off your list. You've done it all. So yeah, it's always a work in process. But if we continue to love simplicity, right? It doesn't have to be drudgery. It really doesn't. We can integrate and love all aspects of ourselves. So make sure you do tell yourself that you love yourself. That's so important. God, I don't even know which one to stop on now. All right, so, of course. So I stopped on standing firmly in my truth. Standing firmly in my truth, right? This kind of goes back to like following your heart, following your intuition. My truth is that I do what I love. That's my purpose, okay? I'm going to stand firm in that. Today, I will acknowledge that my knowledge, feelings, and beliefs are all mine, and they're just as valid as anyone else's. I'm open to learning from others and their experiences, but I will stand firmly in my own truth. So great, open communication, right? I'm going to listen to others. I'll learn from their wisdom stories and all that. But I am not going to be derailed by knowing that my truth is simplicity, right? And my truth is love and gratitude and being of service and doing kind things for other people. We live in a society that is service to self. Like, we have a society that promotes competition. It promotes basically stepping on people to get to the TV that's on sale, right? You need to be strong if you're going to walk the path of love, because it's not what everybody else is doing at this time. So acknowledge how special you are, how unique you are, and stand firm in your truth. Right, Boomer? Go lay down. All right, so here we go. This is getting pretty thin too, you guys. Wow, it was so fun. Oh, Queen Sadie of Love. I gotta try hard, just as hard as everybody else, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, truly. All these reminders, it's not like I'm just giving them, I'm receiving them. I really am. Okay, you guys. Oh, light worker. So in the darkness stands a light worker holding 2 orbs of light. Now, we may have gotten this one time before, and there is a story behind that. It fell, I dropped the deck, and this one must have got back in the mix. So if it seems familiar, if you've seen it before, it's come back again with a reason that it was kind of out of my hands, literally. But so just be open to it if it seems familiar. If not, I don't know. In the darkness stands a light worker holding 2 orbs of light. Electrical energy sparks all around her, radiating from her aura. She is strong, grounded, balanced, and focused. She sees far, and is here to bring light and love to those suffering, loss, and trauma. The light worker offers the orbs of healing light to those who are ready to embark on their own healing journey. Though they feel small and struggle to maintain their balance, these brave women have found that the key is not to be given the light, but to light their orb with their own energy. So the key is not to be given knowledge or given love or given light. The key is to light your own orb with your own energy. By finding balance and lighting their own way, they can experience well-being. Seeking joy will light that inner spark. Sharing joy helps it to glow even brighter. Light work is about shining from within. It only takes a little light, a little bit of light, to banish the darkness. So shine on. Shine on. So the message from the light worker. The light worker guides you to get grounded. Get grounded. Go barefoot in the grass and draw the energies up from the earth up through you to spark your inspiration and your inner light. Allow your light to shine, to banish not only the darkness, but to illuminate the world and inspire others to shine. Right? We want to not only banish the darkness, but we want to inspire other people to shine their light as well. The more you let your light shine, the brighter it will become. So shine on, right? Shine on. Now, I don't know about you, but I find it hilarious that I started a broadcast about purpose and I ended with Lightworker. Coincidence much? And they look fabulous beside each other. And yep, you don't say. You don't say. You're all light workers, and it's your purpose to keep shining your light, not only to dispel the darkness, but to inspire other people to shine their light as well. And what we give our attention to grows, right? So, and what we give our energy to grows. So the more you shine your light, the more you let it radiate out of you, the love light, it gets brighter and brighter and brighter. So, purpose, light worker. And all these beautiful messages in between, you guys. Wow. Amazing. Super fierce light worker. Yeah, that's an incredible card. Absolutely. I love it so much. And I love you guys so much. And be loose with those love words. You know, if you're not comfortable telling somebody that you don't really know that you love them, say, I love your shirt. Oh, I love the way you look in that color. I love your perfume. I love your hair like that. Oh, I love this day. I love this day. Become a lover. Become someone who loves. Okay, because that is truly what you are. It's simple, right? It's simple. But the more you just start loving everything and everyone around you, it just gets easier and easier and easier. So you guys, shine on, shine your light. Let that passion flow. Do your shadow clearing work if something feels stuck, right? Work on your throat chakra. It is the connection to higher guidance, okay? And remember to stand firmly in your truth. Be love, be kind, and do something for someone else. That's your purpose. All right, you guys, I love you so much. Shine on. I'll put pictures of these on allnaturalme.com. You guys, you can connect with me on Twitter at allnaturalme. And I love you so much. So this was fun. Thank you so much, you guys. I'll see you next week.